Well, we have a very special guest right now. Let's join Dee Sarton.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Okay, a clothing sale and fundraiser exclusive to the Treasure Valley is returning for the first time in more than a decade. But you know, when I say clothing sale, that just sounds kind of regular, but this is not regular. The Robert Comstock and Friends sale was held throughout the 80s and 90s to help raise money for the Peregrine Fund, and it was an event. This summer, the World Center for the Birds of Prey announced the sale is returning. After a 13-year hiatus, the event has now been added as an extra goal to raise money for the World Center, but also for the Boise VA Medical Center. And we just wanted to get more information out about this. So Robert Comstock has been great enough to join us. And Dr. Margaret Doucette is here too, and you know she's with the Boise VA Medical Center, and they're going to be really benefiting from this sale. So we kind of wanted to hear the excitement that you have about the event. But we also have a guest that, Robert, I should let you introduce.
Yes. Well, this is Victoria, Dee, and Victoria hails from Kenya on down south into South Africa, and one of the rarest falcons in the world.
Really?
And the first ever to hatch out at the Peregrine Fund about a year ago.
Wow. And I know that it's certainly a passion of yours. You're a falconer, right?
I'm not a falconer, but I've been involved with the Peregrine Fund on their board for about 25 years.
So obviously that's got a real soft spot in your heart. You've enjoyed raising money for that, the great work out there. But now the VA Medical Center is part of this sale as well. Tell me how that relationship developed, where that came from.
Well, I've known Peggy's family. Her brother and I are close friends, and Peggy and I have known each other for some time. But we have a segment of clothing that's going to be from the U.S. Army, and it's fronted by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
So we thought how perfect to raise money now for the VA. And I'm going to let Peggy address this because she knows so much about it, but there's a need that the VA has that's not covered by current funding, and it's really a neat project. I think particularly for people, young vets from Idaho who are really well-versed and love the outdoors.
Oh, so Dr. Doucette, tell us more.
That's a perfect segue in. The rehab and recovery after our folks have been deployed for Idaho is unique in that the young gals and guys who serve us are outdoor people. That's what Idaho is about. So what this fundraiser is geared towards is adaptive equipment to help folks get back to the hiking, the biking, the skiing, fishing, all oftentimes required adaptive equipment. And that's what the money will be used for.
And what a great marriage that is, because I mean, adventure, where the experience, I think, is your slogan, and really giving people the opportunity to do that. Sounds like what you're trying to do at the VA.
Very much so. And you think of Idaho, and what is it? It's a great outdoors, it's a love for nature, and this helps bridge that challenge that sometimes some of our folks face when they come back to Idaho.
Oh, very good. That gives people even more reason to want to support this. But I have to ask you, ever since I heard the sale was coming back, I wanted to be a little mouse in the corner when it came to be that it was going to come back. We just have a few seconds left, but why now and why back in Idaho?
Well, we have inventory. The Idaho answer is the easiest. You know, I'm fifth generation Idahoan, and we always held the sale here. It's the only place where we ever will. It will be at the expo or the fairgrounds.
Right.
It's this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, plugging away here.
Coming up fast, so you should.
We would implore everyone to please give us $1 at the door that will go to the VA and the Peregrine Fund.
$1 or more?
Or more for sure. Thanks, Steve.
All right, great to see you both.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. And go to ktv.com. We have more details about it for you there. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Well, a clothing sale and fundraiser exclusive to the Treasure Valley returning for the first time in more than a decade. The Robert Comstock and Friends sale was held throughout the 80s and 90s. I remember it myself growing up here. It helps raise money for the Peregrine Fund, and this summer the World Center for the Birds of Prey announced the sale would return after a 13-year hiatus. The event has added an extra goal to raise money for the Boise VA Medical Center as well. Here to tell us more about that, Robert Comstock himself and Peter Jenny from the Peregrine Fund. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate your time. So, Robert, as I said, I remember the sale when I was growing up, and now it's coming back. What brings it back?
Well, we have we have inventory, which is
good,
tantamount to having a sale. And we always love to do this only here in the Treasure Valley. It became an icon when we used to run the sale. We raised, in 3 days, we raised $30,000 for the Peregrine Fund.
Wow.
As you mentioned, this year we're adding on the VA, the Veterans Administration Hospital, and that's for wounded warriors, particularly the young vets that are coming back from, say, firefights in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They used to rock climb, they used to ski, they used to enjoy the outdoors that we have here in Idaho,
Yeah.
and they can no longer do that. So there's a thing called adaptive sports equipment, which allows that to happen. VA can't support that, but through the goodness of the people here in the Valley and everybody giving a $1 donation, please, at the door.
Oh, wow.
It's free entry. But we help the Peregrine Fund, which my friend here, Bill Heinrich, is representing, and I should give time over here.
Well, Bill, thank you so much for being here.
You bet.
Probably introduced you incorrectly there. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
I just read the teleprompter. I'm terrible about it. Bill, how does this help you guys, and how excited were you now that it's coming back?
Well, Rob's been on our board for over 24 years, and so it's great to be able to partner up again. And the last time, I believe we raised close to $30,000 for birds of prey conservation to help us with our work. So
that is fantastic.
We're real excited.
And it helps guys like this. Who did you bring with you here?
This is a Falcon. It's a small peregrine-like bird from Africa.
Wow.
And we're going to be having flight demonstrations every weekend in October. So folks can come out every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to the World Center for Birds of Prey and see this bird being flown along with about 5 or 6 other ones.
Gee, fantastic. Oh, he sees the cameras. He's probably not going to attack them.
No.
We hope. So what sort of things can people buy there?
Well, thanks for asking that question. We're bringing this year, along with the Comstock product, we have Catherine Malandrino, who's a very high-end designer from New York. And we have actually pieces from her vault, which she's designed for Beyonce. We have amazing cocktail dresses, really cool evening wear. It's very, very different. And what's fun, we've got these big hanging banners from the Expo Center, the fairgrounds, where the sale will be held. So when you walk in, you'll see Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, because he's representing the U.S. Army, which is one of the lines we'll have there.
Wow.
And it was great. I just got off the phone with Colonel Marano at the Gowan Field.
Yeah.
He's getting the word out to all the veterans in the area, and the inactive service, right? The Guard and Army, Marines, everyone. And so it will run from Thursday, so the day after tomorrow, from 11 o'clock until 9 o'clock, and then Friday and Saturday from 9 until 9.
Okay. And I think we have information. Yeah, there it is right up there. 11th through the 13th at Expo, Idaho. So real big area. Again, admission is free, but donations, you can give just $1 at the door.
Yeah.
Help out the Peregrine Fund, help out the VA. Get some awesome styles, some awesome clothes, and help some great local folks.
And they really are, Justin, the deals, the clothing really is amazing. We never run this sale at a profit. It's always, but we are able to rid ourselves of the inventory.
Yeah.
And instead of going out to some discounter out in America, wherever it be, we're able to do it right here in the Treasure Valley. And so it's meaningful for us in a big way, and particularly for the beneficiaries.
Well, awesome. Don't miss it. It starts Thursday, runs through Saturday.
I should possibly, if I may just add that if you want to go on to a social media, go to facebook.com, Comstock Sale. And there you can get on to Instagram and everything else. And we're giving away $400 weekender bags, really beautiful bags, heavy canvas belting leather, and a various sundry of things.
Jeez, so you can win some of that, pick up some great stuff. Mr. Comstock, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll be back after this.